Evening, everyone. Hello, Tony. Hello, Des. Anyone else here? I'm not showing anyone, which I know isn't true because I'm here. Okay, now it's showing 6. That's a little bit better. Well, welcome in, everyone. If anyone's chatting, nothing's showing up yet. You will get Dino sneaking up behind me. Here he is. Come here, Dino. Here's my beautiful Dino. Hello, Emily. Oh, you want to get down? Okay, buddy. Oh, I had another beautiful day today. Sunny in the mid 60s. Well, if I did any shoveling here, it would have been dirt. Fortunately, we haven't had any snow in about a month. I can't remember the exact date, but it was about a month ago. And I hope that's it. Hello, Brett. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Josh. Yeah, I was wondering after finding out you weren't subscribed to Tony last night if you dropped me. Hadn't seen you last couple lives. But good to see you. Getting any snow up there, Brett? Brett was my neighbor when I was living in New York. And more snow by Friday. That doesn't sound like any fun, Emily. Yeah, I understand that, Josh. Hello, Beverly. Hello, Bill. Oh, that's good. And we're supposed to cool down. Yeah, what day it is? I think it's Saturday. We're supposed to go up into the 40s. But other than that, we're looking pretty much like 50s and 60s. One day next week, supposed to be in the 70s. So I'm really enjoying that. Hello, Jenny. Yeah, I'm definitely liking the Arkansas weather much, much better than the New York weather. Hello, Gary. You always use that excuse, Gary. Hey, you're probably still at work, aren't you? Oh, I hope you don't get too much more, Emily. But I saw that there was a path right up through there that some places got over a foot. So everything's been going pretty good. One of my Easter eggers got out yesterday and got killed. I've started working on the enclosed run, but there's quite a little work to that. I took today off because there's a lot of lives that I watched today. Plus, I got pretty sore yesterday working on that. And tomorrow I'm planning on working on that some more. Hopefully, I can get it done, but I doubt I can get it done tomorrow. Hello, Sue. Well, thank you, Des. She's one that's been out before. Easter eggers are a smaller bird, lighter weight, so they can fly a little easier. And I think she was the one that had gotten out a time or two before. So I'm definitely going to have to get some more Easter eggers. Because now I've just got one Easter egg cockerel and one Easter egger pullet. I also need to get some more Buff Orpington pullets, and I need to get more Barred Rock pullets. I checked from the hatchery that I've always dealt with, and I can't get any there before April 15th. I think I may try to get some locally, because I'd like to get them as soon as possible so they can start growing. Because even if I'm not moved by the time it's time for them to go outside, I've got stuff so I can build them a secure run inside the electric fence and put a cover over it so they won't be able to fly out. Oh, you didn't get as much as some people did then, Emily. That's good. Well, that's not good, Gary. You should tell them you need to use the computer for therapy. You'll go crazy if they won't let you use the computer for personal stuff. Yeah, I know what you mean about the phone, Gary. I like tagging people if I can, instead of having to type their name out. For two reasons. It's quicker to tag them, and when you got the tag on there, their name's highlighted, they're a lot more likely to see it. At least I know I am. Someone just types my name in chat, a lot of times I don't see it. Yeah, I told you the story about how Earl got his name, didn't I, Brett? Yeah, if anyone hasn't heard that story, my Barred Rock rooster, Earl, got his name because I was watching My Name is Earl one day, and I went out to the chicken run, and they were all young at that time, maybe 3 months old, if that. I hadn't named any of my chickens yet. And I looked in at Earl, and I said, "Your name's Earl." Because I still had the show on my mind because I literally just got through watching it before I walked outside. Yep. You learn to deal with a phone if it's all you have, that's for sure. I've got my old laptop. Still haven't heard anything on my laptop. It's in the repair shop. Other than what he told me last week when he called and said he was having a very difficult time finding the part for it. But I may have a subscriber that's going to send me a laptop that she's got that she's not using anymore. She sent me an email on it yesterday. Because my old laptop that I'm using it doesn't work any better than it did when I quit using it last summer. Let's put it that way. It's got some severe issues with it. I can't do any editing on it. I can only have 1 or 2 tabs open on it or it'll freeze up on me. And I had to restart it twice today, 2 or 3 times today, because it started acting up on me. See, well, I had it off overnight, turned on this morning, and then I had to restart it twice. So counting the time I initially turned on this morning, 3 times today. And that was just to be watching videos and lives on it today. Oh, I think I know some guy in Arkansas that knows about chickens too, Bill. Yeah, I know we're talking about the same guy. Okay, Josh. You said you wanted Bard Rock, correct? I know you mentioned to me once before that you wanted to buy some chicks. Oh, Sally? Yes, that does make it a little easier, Gary, that's for sure. Hello, AMC. Yeah, I do more lurking now than I used to, Gary. A lot of times I'll go in, say hello to the host, and if anyone sees me and says hello to me, I'll say hello back to them. I know in some of the lives, it can't just go so quick. that I know I'm missing more people than I'm saying hello to. So that's why sometimes I just don't even bother trying to say hello because I know I'm going to be missing so many people. Yes, J&B. I definitely do want to do some gardening, and I have to do it from raised beds. Hello, Half Acre Homestead. Hello, Wanda. You can't give up YouTube, Gary. We won't let you. Yeah, this old laptop I'm using now, it can be used for limited stuff, but it definitely has its issues. And it's not a very powerful one. It's not all that old. It's I think it's only like 4 years old, but it wasn't the top of the line one by any means when it was new. And I didn't get it new, I got it used. Hello, Steve. Hello, Pook. Yep, definitely time to start getting seeds planted, that's for sure. If you went mixed breed, Josh, I can get some of them going in the incubator within a few days. But if you want any purebreds, no matter what breed they are, it's going to be a little bit. Because my one barred rock pullet I have, she's not even laying yet. And I've got them all mixed together in one run right now. So I know Earl did go after her the other day, but she's not laying, so that's not gonna do any good. But once I get moved, get them separated and stuff, then that's when of course I'm still going to be limited because I don't have the number of pullets coming to age that I need to have. So it's gonna be a while before I can really get going on the purebreds. But I can do mixed breeds at any time. Hello, Rolling Smoke Barbecue. I see Nightbot is dropping links again. Because I know earlier today, that's why I didn't put the banner across the bottom of the screen, because earlier today, Nightbot wasn't dropping links. I was in Radio Jonesy's live and El Shafe's live, and both of them, Nightbot would not drop links with their command. So it must be they got the problem straightened out now. So if anyone wants to drop your link, type either king or drop in chat, and hopefully Nightbot will drop your link. You know, Josh, everyone's picking on you about that. But you know, it could have just been within the last couple days that you got unsubscribed from Tony also. Because I'm going through all the time and checking to see if I'm still subscribed to different channels. Yeah, Bill, that sure does suck. Because I've had that happen more than once. Just all of a sudden, I'll see someone in a chat and get thinking, wait a minute, I haven't got any notifications from this person in a long time. And I go check, I'm not subbed to them anymore. I'd never purposely ignore you, Wanda. And another thing with notifications is there's some channels that I wasn't getting notifications from. And what I did, I just tried it out to see if it would work. I clicked no notifications and then immediately clicked all notifications again. And at least two of the channels I did that to, I started getting notifications from them right away. So, little trick, if you've got the notification bell clicked and you're not getting notifications, just try clicking no notifications and then all notifications again. Hello, Tony. I said hello to you at the beginning, but I see that it was 9:08 when you were in here. Hello, Eddie. Okay, Josh. When I get things situated with a run out there, so I can actually start collecting the eggs regularly. I'll collect some eggs and get some in the incubator, because I have another order too. And I've got the new incubator that I just got last week. That'll hold up to 24 eggs. And my other one will hold 9 eggs. So if I can get 33 eggs in those 2 incubators, hopefully I can get enough for both orders. And see what the hatch rate is on them, but yeah, I can definitely get them for you. Okay, Josh, bring a watermelon with you. And don't give me this nonsense, they're out of season. I want a watermelon. Dino, keep your tail down. Hello, Kenny. Well, I didn't do anything exciting, Wanda. Yesterday, I went to town and did a load of laundry. Guess that's about all I did. And last week, I bought a few supplies that I needed. Some I needed for the chicken run. And then yesterday, I got started on the chicken run. I took today off. And tomorrow, I'm going to do some more work on the run. Hopefully, I can get it done. If not, within a couple days, I should have that done. Okay, AMC, you have a good night also. Okay, you were never sub to him, Josh? Okay. Because right after you said that, I went to check to make sure I was still subbed to him, because I knew that I was. And I still was. Like I said, I have found some people that I wasn't subbed to. Yeah, one, it's ridiculous. And a couple of channels I got unsubscribed from, I didn't watch every day, but I watched them fairly regularly. But I still got unsubbed from them. No, Emily, that one that was just up here with me was Dino. Oreo is, I think Oreo's behind me. I can't turn my head to see if he's back there, but yep, Oreo's right behind me, sound asleep. Yes, Emily, YouTube unsubscribing people is a major issue. Okay, Tony. Yeah, I know, I do that all the time. . Well, Eddie, that's changing all the time now. Because some of my younger ones are starting to lay now. But generally, it's about 7 or 8. I think just one of my Easter eggers was laying, but I don't know if that's the one that got killed or if it's the one I still have. Hello, John Paul. I heard J and B saying good night. You said hello when you came in. I missed you. Sorry about that. Well, you have a good night, J and B. I've got some new videos that I need to get up, Wanda. I've got 2 review videos that I've got to get done ASAP. I actually was going to work on all of them yesterday, but then I worked on the chicken run instead. Yes, Emily, that's a good idea. You regularly check to make sure you're still sub to people. Hello, Jimmy Buckley. Yeah, I got those 2 review videos I need to do. And I should have been filming some work on the chicken run, but I'm definitely gonna, if I don't film anymore when I'm finishing up, I definitely will film some on that when that gets done. Make a video out of that. Okay, Jimmy. That's good to know. I always wonder where new people come from. I know when I was watching Northwoods Press Live last night, I was pretty tired. So I couldn't remember everyone I had met there last night. Because I actually had planned on going to bed. And I get to say, well, I'm going to look and see if anyone's live. Which I'm glad that I did. I enjoyed that. But you didn't miss anything too exciting, Bill. I think really the only thing I've said is just I got a couple review videos I'm going to be doing very soon because it's been a while since I've got the product from both of those companies. The video's done now. Other than that, we're just talking a little bit here. Well, Wanda, when I applied for monetization, they said it could take up to 30 days, and I had it, I believe it was 2 days later, not even 2 full days. I believe it was on a Sunday that I applied for it, and I had it 5 o'clock Tuesday morning. All I know about Jeff is Drew was hoping he could get started. This was 2 days ago. Might have changed now, I'm not sure. But Drew was hoping he could get started on the septic system, but it was still too wet when he was up there. So I don't know when it's going to happen, but hopefully soon. I don't think they're predicting any downpours in the 10-day forecast unless I've missed something. I know there's a couple days we're supposed to get showers, but hopefully he can get going on that. Yes, Wanda, it was very fast for me. I know a lot of people do get it pretty quick. They always tell you it could take up to 30 days, but I don't know of anyone that it actually has taken anywhere near that. Okay, Emily. Yeah, I know you were always here for the entire live. Yeah, I think there's a day or two we're supposed to get showered, Wanda, but I don't think there's supposed to be any torrential rain in the forecast. I hope not. Okay, have a good night, Half Acre Homestead. Thanks for being here. Yeah, some people don't, Wanda. Here's Rachel saying she's still here. If you said hello at the beginning, I must have missed you. So hello, Rachel. Good to have you here. If there's anyone else that I missed when you came in. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get behind on chat and then I try to go through it too fast and then I end up missing comments. Oh, Wanda, just remind your daughter that she takes the money, she's got to pay the taxes on it too. I don't know what the setup is in Canada, but I know in the United States, you got to pay self-employment tax on it. I got to check into it and see if I need to file income tax or not. Because I know it used to be if you made less than $600, you didn't have to. Which I made less than 600 last year. I think I made 552. But I was reading that if your net earnings are more than 400, you need to pay taxes on it. Well, my net earnings wouldn't be more than 400 because I got enough deductions to get me below that. I just got to check into it and see if I'm going to have to file an income tax return to claim those deductions to get me below the 400. Oh, okay, Wanda. Maybe that would be an idea. Well, thank you, Emily. Yeah, Josh, this is the money that I got directly from YouTube for my ad revenue and memberships and stuff. So I've got $552 that's been reported to the IRS. Because I got a 1099 on that. And if they send me a 1099, then they're notifying the IRS on it too. But I've got this phone that I'm renting that's $16 a month. And I know I got other deductions, not that I need anymore, because just my phone will get me below the $400. But what I need to do is just make sure I'm keeping track of all my deductions this year, because next year I'm going to need all of them to get it down as low as I can. Yes, Wanda. Yeah, people send it to me through PayPal, friends and family, then that's not taxable. Yeah, you should begin that next week, Bill. I know they say between the 21st and 26th, but I have gotten all of mine on the 21st, and also 21st falls on a weekend or a holiday, which I think last month the 21st was on Sunday, and I got it the 22nd. But other than that, I've gotten it on the 21st consistently. Well, thank you, Wanda. I appreciate that. Yep, government's always trying to break a person, so I'm going to claim all the deductions that I can to get my taxes as low as I can for next year. Like I was saying, for what I made last year, that's not going to be an issue. I'm not going to have to pay any tax on that. Hello, Razorback Rick. Yes, Josh, if you want to do that instead of a membership, then I would get the full $10. Because as it is right now, I'm only getting $7 of that. YouTube's keeping $3. And then, like I was saying, last year I didn't make enough to have to pay taxes on it. But this year, I'll be making enough to have to pay taxes, then I would have to pay taxes on that also. Yes, Wanda. If I'm driving somewhere to do a video, like when I do the driving chats, or I know I've talked about doing a tour of the city of Waldron. Anytime I do anything like that, if I'm driving to do a video, I can claim the mileage on that. And as far as electric and propane and stuff, that can get tricky if you have a separate office. Then it's not an issue. But when you're doing it in your home, you can claim a certain percentage of it because you have an office in your home, but that's tricky. But I have to see what I can do. Okay, Des, you have a good night. Thanks for being here, and I hope you get feeling better. Okay, I'm glad you got that, Tony. Oh, if you didn't have your payment method set up, it might be a little bit later then, Bill. Maybe not. Because I know I had money sitting there waiting for me for a while because I need to get my license renewed because that was expired. So I had to get that renewed so I could do the the ID verification. And then I also couldn't open up a checking account until after I had my license. But as soon as I got all the information to them, it wasn't too long after that. Yeah, Wanda, here, if you got a home office, you have to figure out percentage of electricity that's used for your business and your home, and propane, same thing. Yeah, Josh, Dogman hasn't said anything yet tonight. He may be lurking. I know quite often he does. Here's Domino. She's a little cutie. Hello, Midnight Madness. You know, speaking of cats here, it also reminds me, is Teddy's the only male cat that I have that's not neutered yet. I found out a couple days ago that the vet that I go to is having a spay neuter clinic in 2 weeks. So I called and asked about Teddy, and they said it'd be best not to have him done yet. He'll be 6 months old next week, and he's not fully developed under the tail yet. He started, but he's not fully developed yet. And they told me it'd be best to wait until he's fully developed. They normally have a clinic February, June, and October. So looks like he's gonna wait until June. Yeah, I'm gonna start keeping track of everything that I can deduct, Wanda. And I'll have to check in and see what I can deduct for a home office. On neuter at the low cost clinic is $53. And for a spay, I can't remember it's a little bit more. I think it's around $65.70 for a spay. $12 of them do, Josh. Last I checked, every month had at least 28 days in it. Yeah, even full cost here is nowhere near that, Wanda. Like, Superman was too sick to have it done at the low cost clinic October. So I took him in December and paid full price. And I think it was $66 or something like that. And then they have to have their rabies shot also. If you don't have proof of them having their rabies shot, they'll give them a rabies shot and tack that on too. That was $13. But I know the first of the year they raised their prices a little bit. So that might be $15, $16 now. Hello, Glacier Shark. Hello, Moon over Miami. Yeah, the vet that I go to has very reasonable prices, Wanda. An office call is only $55. It was $50. Then the first year they raised it to $55. For an office call and the medicines and everything, I've never paid more than, I think 115 is the most I've paid. Okay, Josh. You have a good night. Thanks for being here. And one thing they'll do, because they did that for Dixie, I had her in the first part of December, and they figured out what was wrong with her and stuff, gave her the medicine, and it was, forgot what it was. I think it was about $110, if I remember right. Well, she had a reoccurrence of it, same symptoms and everything, and this was just a couple weeks ago. And they asked me, well, do you want another exams into the same thing, or just give her the steroid shot and antibiotic again? And I told them, just go ahead, give her the shots. So they just came out the waiting room, took her back, gave her the 2 shots, and that was it. It was $60-some. And when Daisy went in, she had to have a test. They didn't even charge for the test. That was included in the office call. Yep, that's right, Bill. Josh has to go spank his melons. Oh, that's good to know, Emily. Yeah, I'm very pleased with the vet here, Wanda. Like I was saying, when I first got here last year, it was only $50 for an office call. And I know the vet that I was going to in New York, their office call was $82. And that was one of the lower price ones in that area. If for any of my cats, the most expensive appointment I've had for them is $115. Well, per cat. Because when I took 3 of them in to be neutered last fall, and then they had to give Superman some medicine, that was over 200. No, I've never had to have any cat's teeth pulled. Then when I took Missy in to be spayed, that was, I believe that was $263. But she's a decent sized dog, and that included the cone that she came home with and stuff. So even that I didn't figure was too bad. Oh yeah, Wanda, that's a little too far for you to go. And too bad one of them didn't practice in the same town you live in. Tony, what do you mean Judy's taking a nap? During my life? How dare her? Of course, like my mom always used to say, if she didn't need her sleep, she wouldn't be sleeping. Well, it's good that that hernia went away on its own midnight madness, because I know usually hernias don't go away on their own. I feel something furry on my toes. I think it's Domino. Oh, yeah, there, she's over there. It was Domino. Teddy, you want to come over? Yeah, I gave the cats their canned food before the live, so they're all settling down for the night now. The only thing is, the 2 on my bed are going to get a surprise. Because they're going to have to move when I go to bed. I keep forgetting to look up at my laptop here. Got YouTube up on here so I can add moderators on here. Well, I keep forgetting to look up here. And I forget to go back through my lives afterwards and catch the ones that I should have added. Maybe this is going to be the end of this, because it's moving very slowly for me. Oh, oh yeah. As far as the video, because that's on my phone, that's okay. But I was trying to go through on my laptop to add a few people as moderators that should have been added that weren't. And my laptop is moving very slow. So I wasn't going to affect the live. It's just wasn't able to do everything I wanted to do on there. Okay, Tony, you have a good night. Yeah, I've been to Canada quite a few times, actually. I would say probably I would say I've been there probably 7 or 8 times. Because I used to live 75 miles from the Canadian border, too. That funny midnight madness. How do two cats end a fight? They hiss and make up. I like that. What, anyone have any questions for me? Nope. Never made it that far, Wanda. I think probably Ottawa is the closest I ever got to you. I know that's still a long ways from where you are. I've been to Ottawa, been to Toronto a couple times. I can't remember all the places. A couple other places in Ontario. One time just went to the Canadian side of Niagara Falls. Yeah, I knew there were a lot of different breeds of cats. I went 36-year-old cat was an old one. Yeah, I didn't know how far away. I knew it was a long ways, Wanda. Yep, I've heard that most blue-eyed cats are deaf. Okay, Bill. Thanks for being here. I'll try to catch your live tomorrow night. Well, that cat that was the mayor of Lansing Town, probably the best mayor they ever had. Yeah, I caught part of Bill's live last week, Wanda. I I don't think I get all my notifications that beeping on my phone, even if it's listed in my list of notifications. I don't. Some of them do, but some of them don't beep in on my phone. So unless I go in and check my notifications, I miss them. Yep, I heard that about orange cats also. Someone was telling me a few years back that 80% of orange cats are males, and I got thinking back over the years. Every orange cat that I ever had was a male. Well, I actually had 3 myself, and then we had, I believe it was 4 when I was growing up. We had barn cats. They were all males. Yeah, it's too bad about that, Bill. That cat probably the best mayor that town ever had. That's good, Wanda. Smaller channels can definitely use the support. That's why I try to share out a few channels. I want to start sharing out a few more than I have been. Even if it only gets that channel a couple subscribers. If enough people do it, that can make a difference. Oh yeah, they definitely can see great in the dark. I know my cats, they'll run full speed right through the dark. And they don't run into anything. I just wish I could understand the cat's meows better. I know somewhat what they're trying to say. Between their meow and how they act and stuff. But I can't always figure out what they're trying to say. Well, that's good, Wanda. Yep, YouTube takes 30% of any memberships, super chats, super thanks. The way I look at it, it's better to get 70% of that, not to get any. Because I know a lot of people like to do the super chats, It is kind of fun. I've never given a super cat myself. One reason is I don't want to give 30% to YouTube. But I've seen people, they have some fun with it, and next person will try to outdo the person before them. Okay, Wanda. Well, thanks for being here. Yeah, I thought you were 2 hours ahead of us. You got some interesting facts about cats there, Midnight Madness. Yeah, cats are really amazing creatures. Well, you know, Wanda, we're all an hour older than we were when this life started. Superman, why are you staying on my laptop? Well, I'm going to be 53 in July. Which I know doesn't seem old to most people. But considering for the last 3 years, I haven't been able to walk without either a cane or a rollator. It makes me feel old, that's for sure. Can you name all the cats? So you talk about all my cats, right? Well, I've got Batman, Oreo. I'm trying to do it in age from oldest to youngest. So Batman, Oreo, Daisy, Superman, Dixie, Dino, Fluffy, Teddy, and Domino. Yeah, quite a few, Wanda. There's 9 of them. Yeah, 4 of them were born in the last year. I went almost 2.5 years. Didn't have any kittens. And then within the last year, 4 of them. Yes, Glacier Shark. I've got 15 chickens currently. I need to get a few more pullets so I can get going on hatching out baby chicks. Oh, that's good, Wanda. I know you like the snow. The oldest cat I've ever had was 14. She was never sick a day in her life. The only time she ever went to the vet was to get her shots. And then all of a sudden, Found her in the middle of the living room floor dead one night. I have always kind of wondered if maybe she was poisoned because she had gotten out that day and my mom found her outside eating a dead mouse. So she took the mouse away from her and put her back in the house. And we were leaving to go somewheres. We were gone a few hours. So if she showed any symptoms, I wouldn't have known. Then we got home, didn't see her, didn't think anything of it at first, but it was kind of unusual that she didn't come out to see us. And then later in the night, still didn't see her. So I went looking for her, and she was laying in the middle of the living room floor dead. I don't know if she got poisoned from eating a mouse that had been poisoned. I don't know if that would have taken effect that quick or not, but I know she'd never been sick. Hello, Jonesy. Okay, Wanda, have a good night. Yep, I thought I was going to be all set, but some of the chicks that I bought last summer died. So now I need to get built back up so I have enough. So I have the eggs to hatch. Yep, that's exactly what we were thinking, Glacier Shark. Because the native was known to put out poison. Yeah, it was Jonesy. She was a nice cat. Got her when she was a year and a half old. My son wanted an all-black cat. And there was a cashier at a convenience store that we'd known for a while. Stopped in that store all the time, and she was moving. And her husband told her she could only take, I don't know, one or two of her cats. But anyways, there were two she had to get rid of. One she already found a home for. And she asked us if we wanted an all-black cat. And Jake wanted her. So we ended up with her. It's 21 days for an egg to hatch out, Rick. Sometimes a day or two longer, but 21 days is what they say. Hello, Lucy. I have two dogs. There's 11 dogs here on the farm where I'm living right now. And two of them I'm taking with me when I move. One of them will be turned a year old tomorrow. And the other one was just born in October. They're both livestock guardian dogs. They both had the same mother and father. The father is Great Pyrenees and Anatolian, and the mother is Great Pyrenees and Australian Shepherd. So they're going to make real good livestock guardian dogs. Yep, pretty much Midnight Madness. Yes, Emily. They are big dogs. They'll fight off anything that comes around. They'll fight off coyotes and, of course, smaller animals, raccoons, and possums, anything that would harm the chickens. They won't even let them in the yard. And I wouldn't be surprised that they would go after a bear also. And usually a black bear, they don't want to get into a confrontation. So I'm sure they would take right off when the dogs start going after them. Yes, that's right, Rick. Yeah, someone was telling me that the Australian Shepherd isn't a livestock guarding dog. It's a herding breed, but that's fine. Because these dogs will help if a chicken gets out. They'll actually help push the chicken, get it cornered or get it to someone so you can catch it and get them back in. So I shouldn't have any problem with predators. Yep, definitely going to be big. And I think because tomorrow's Missy's birthday, I think I'm going to do a video on her. Either that or at least have a couple clips of her to put in my next video. Well, I'm not really sure on that Midnight Madness. I myself haven't seen a Bigfoot. But with all the mountains and woods around here, there could be Bigfoots here. Because I have always heard that no one is ever going to actually have proof of a Bigfoot because they're so good at hiding. That's why any of the pictures you see as suspected Bigfoots are from so far away. Because they're not going to let anyone get up to them and actually take a picture of them. Oh, not a problem, Midnight Madness. I'd glad to be able to get those stickers out. I've got some more stickers now that I'm going to be giving away at the meetups. And I should do a drawing every now and then for stickers. Won't do one tonight because there's only 19 people in here now. I want to do it when I've got the most people in here. I just have to remember to do that next time or next Wednesday night or whatever. Maybe like once or twice a month. I'll do a drawing for stickers. And sometime, if I ever get in the situation where I can afford to do it, I want to give away a t-shirt or a coffee mug or something also. Okay, Rick. Well, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Hello, Arkwell man. Yeah, basically $1 million. My stickers are worth $1 million. I actually got a real good deal on this last batch of stickers I got. I get all the text messages from the Sticky brand on all their sales. Well, this last batch that I got, it was 150 stickers for 3-ink stickers too, so there were the big ones. 150 3-ink stickers for $39. So I got 150 of each one of my designs. And then I had a coupon code for 30% off my entire order. So with shipping and tax and everything, I got 300 stickers for $66. $110 Bigfoot sightings in Arkansas. It doesn't surprise me. I probably never will see one. I see Fluffy behind me. She's not much for being held. As soon as she comes over here, I don't think I'll be able to hold her. But as I was saying, I don't think I'll ever see a Bigfoot because I can't get out in the woods like I used to be able to. You ever seen a Bigfoot on any of your adventures out in the woods, Ark Wild Man? That's a scary thought, Ark. So, Jones, do you think anything that has Australia in its name must be good? I think I gotta agree with that. Yes, Midnight Madness. I've got 2 product reviews that I have to get done ASAP. The one is a solar light that I wanted to wait until I got moved so I can put it up on the back of the house. but it's taken a lot longer to get moved than I expected. And I've actually had the light for 6 months now, and they're getting pretty upset because I haven't done the review on it yet. And the other is Grubterra. I haven't had the Grubterra for that long, but I should have got that done by now. And they've asked me when I'm going to get that done. I've had that for about 3 months, but just haven't got it done yet. But I've got to get both of those done. Yeah, I know what you mean there, Ark Wild Man. I know years ago, when I could get out in the woods, back in New York, there was some unexplained stuff. I think the reviews on the Grubterra is gonna be good. Midnight Madness. I'm sure the chickens are gonna love them. Basically, anything other than their layer food, they love. Radio Jonesy on tour has been a member for 3 months. Thank you, Jonesy. I appreciate that. Thank you to all my members that are in here. I do appreciate that. You hear the dog is starting to bark out there again now. Yeah, we saw a coyote in the field out back here yesterday. Dogs were going crazy, but they're fenced in the yard so they couldn't get out there, but boy, they wanted that coyote. Yeah, I'm getting eggs, Ark Wild Man. Probably about 6 or 7 a day. Should be getting more very soon. I've got what is it? I've got 3 pullets that I know haven't started laying yet, and 1 I'm not sure about. I don't like real spicy stuff, Rachel. I don't mind a little bit spicy, but it's really spicy. I don't want that. And another thing, speaking of chicken's eyesight, their Midnight Madness, is they can look down at the ground with one eye, and then look up in the sky with the other eye. So they can look for aerial predators at the same time they're eating. Yeah, I've heard that about hens communicating with chicks in the egg. Yeah, chickens are very interesting. Another thing with their eyesight is everyone says they can't see in the dark. Well, I know from experience their eyesight is not as good in the dark, but they are not completely blind in the dark. Because I know a couple years ago, I was taking my landlord's chickens, going out, sitting at my picnic table at night, because his chickens were pretty wild. And I was calming them down to the point that there was a couple of them you actually could walk up to and pick up during the day. Where when I first started with them, you couldn't get near them. In fact, my landlord was surprised at how well I could handle the chickens. Well, anyways, I had one chicken decided it was going to take off on me one night. So I'm shining the flashlight around to try to see where the chicken went. That chicken went right back to the barn and right up where it was roosting. Pitch black. In fact, by the time I got my flashlight showing around where the chicken was, it was almost to the barn door at that time. You know, 51 degrees right now. And I know our weather here is going to come up the same as it does for Harvey. It's actually the same weather station. Yep, I can believe that the chickens are just as clever as human toddlers. Oh yeah, Emily, you can learn a lot on my live. Midnight Madness is always looking up these facts. It helps me out because that keeps the live moving when I'm sitting here falling asleep. Yeah, until I started researching chickens and I actually got chickens, I didn't know all the stuff about chickens. Like the different sounds that the roosters make. And I know now the sound the rooster makes when they find food. If they think there's a threat, there's a certain sound they make to warn the hens. The only thing they're a little confused on is the egg call. One hen will start doing the egg call after she lays an egg. Then the others join in, whether they laid an egg or not. And then the rooster will join in on it. They do that just to be annoying. Yes, I have read that chickens have great memories, but it's not long term. I've heard that they can only remember stuff for 2 or 3 weeks. But I've read that they can remember up to 30 different chickens. So if you've got a flock of 30 or less, they know who's supposed to be in that flock. But if you take one of the chickens out for more than 2 or 3 weeks and then reintroduce them, they'll think it's a new chicken that's never been in there before. Yep, that one about chickens bathing by covering themselves in dirt. I always thought it was weird how they rolled around the dirt and got themselves covered in dirt. And then I found out that's part of their bathing process. Yep. Yeah, it's true. Generally, hens with red earlobe will lay brown eggs, and hens with white earlobe lay white eggs, with a few exceptions. Yep, that's right, Gary. Am I going to make it 2 hours tonight? Still got 11 and a half minutes to go if I make it 2 hours. I don't really have anything else to talk about now. Yeah, I didn't know how fast chickens could run, but I know it's a heck of a lot faster than I can move. Yeah, chickens do not sweat. They actually let heat escape their body through their comb. That's why generally chickens with bigger combs are better in warmer climates, and smaller combs are better in colder climates. But there is some exceptions to that, because EJ did get frostbite quite bad this winter, and he lost all the tips off his comb. A little too cold here for him. But next winter I'll be set up better, so it'll be a lot warmer for the chickens next year. Well, Gary, I don't know if that'd be a good idea. You can talk about Devil Dog if you want. I don't want to get in trouble with him. I'm in good standing with him, and I'd like to stay that way. I know there's a lot of chickens in Arkansas, that's for sure. There's some huge chicken farms around here. Yeah, I've actually read that. Of course, if the hen's sitting on them, that's one thing, but you don't have control over that. But I've heard that you should never try to incubate a double yolk egg. That it won't turn out well. Yep, that's true with a lot of stuff. Be what the animal's eating. I remember when I was a kid, we had cows, and there was a lot of buttercups in the pasture. And if the cows ate a lot of buttercups, their milk would have a little bit of a yellowish tint to it. It'd still be white, but it would be kind of a yellowish tint to it. Yeah, chickens are descendants of red jungle fowl. And they're also sometimes called miniature dinosaurs because their body style most closely resembles a T-Rex of any living creature. They're the ones that most closely resemble it. So I'm always calling my chickens dinosaurs. Superman. I know. I know if you don't have a rooster, a hen will normally take over the role of rooster. And I also have heard that a hen can turn into a rooster. There's some that dispute that, so I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I have read that. I can't prove it one way or the other. And another thing about roosters is they can like certain people and hate others for no reason. Like Earl gets along good with me. He gets along good with Brett, but he hates Deborah. He absolutely hates her. He will attack her any chance he gets. But if I go on the run or if Brett goes in, no problem. Hello, Barbara. Well, you have a safe flight back to Oregon. Yep. I actually have read that chickens poop more when they're sleeping than they do when they're awake. I know they go enough when they're awake, but I've heard that something about the way their digestive system works, that when they're sleeping, they'll actually poop more. Oh yeah, roosters have a personality, that's for sure. Yeah, last spring before I moved to Arkansas, Earl would eat out of my hand. I could pet him. On a good day, I could pick him up. And then when we got down here, he turned mean, and now he's back to liking me again now. But I'm still nervous about trusting him too far. But he seems to be doing pretty good. Because I was in there for a long time yesterday working on that enclosed run. The only thing I didn't do is I need to put a few more zip ties along the bottom rail. And I don't want to have my face down there within reach of his feet. So I'm going to have to do that at night. I guess put enough there to hold it, but I need to get more so they can't push through. But along the top rail, no problem. I got that fastened the way I wanted to. And my day was good today, Emily. Oh, we're at the 2 hour mark now. I didn't know they could swim. One thing I didn't know. Well, it's midnight for me. I know quite a few people have already gone to bed. But I do want to thank everyone that's still here. I appreciate it. Well, he's really a good rooster, Barbara. He just, I think it was something to do with the move. Well, I got him calmed down now, and hopefully he'll stay good now. Yep, 1 a.m. for you, Emily. Okay, well, thanks for being here, everyone. I'll have another live Sunday at 5:30 Central. And if I get the videos done, I should have a few videos coming out soon. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Have a good night, everyone. Well, that's good, Gary. Yeah, now you're home and can get on your computer. I'm going to leave you now. You got to retire, Gary. Okay, have a good night, everyone.